I'm not sure if you can see that. It's time for new set versus old set. Alright, guys. We are in for round one of the competition between Foundations and Strixhaven. I'm going to open one pack of each. We're going to see which cards are the best from the packs based on playability and what interests me. And we'll see whether you agree in the comments whether I made the right decisions. I'm going to start with the new set for round one. And after round one, I'm going to open based on whichever set won the last round. I think that makes it more interesting. See what reigns supreme. Alright. Tear into some foundations. We got a zombie token. Nice. And other side. Ooh, a rat. Always nice to have more rats. Rats and zombies are cool. Tokens and art cards will not count towards this, unfortunately. It will only be playable cards. So we'll start up. Incinerating Blast. Deals 6 damage to target creature. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. For 5, that's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I'm gonna put that as a no. The good cards are going to go up top, by the way, and the bad ones will go, of course, to the bottom, as you see. Alright, we got Eaten Alive. Eaten Alive's not bad. As an additional cost to play this, you have to either sacrifice a creature or pay 3 and a black, which is expensive. But you get to exile something. Again, it's targeting, which that is unfortunate, because targeting you run the risk of hexproof and other nonsense that you gotta try and get around, but overall, it's not bad. We'll put it in the maybe column. We'll put it in the in-between rows. Grow from the Ashes. Kicker 2. Search your library for basic land, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. If the spell was kicked, get 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield. They don't come in tapped, which is pretty solid. For 5, that's a little expensive, but it's not bad. I'll put that one up top. Mocking Sprite. Fairy Rogue. Nice to see some rogues. Flying instant and sorcery spells you cast 1 less to cast. That is pretty good for 3. I'll put that up top. Helpful Hunter. That is cute art. That is really cute art. When this creature enters, draw a card. Cost 2 for a 1/1, but that's pretty decent effect. I'm going to put it in the middle. Sanguine Siphoner. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That is a pretty good vampire. We'll put that up top. Gleaming Barrier. Defender. When this creature dies, you get a treasure token. We'll put that in the middle. Ooh. Dreadwing Scavenger. Flying. When this creature enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. This creature gets +1/+1 and has death touch as long as there are 7 more cards in your graveyard. Nice. I like that a lot, actually. That is going to the top for sure. Brazen Scourge. Gremlin. Haste. 3/3 for 3. I'll put that in the middle. Alright, Vampire Gourmand. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card, and this creature can't be blocked this turn. That's pretty solid. Exemplar of Light. That's our rare, or... I always get confused what they're called in Magic. I'm pretty sure that's the rare. Anyways, flying. You gain whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on this creature, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. That is pretty good. For 4, that is pretty good. I gotta put that up top. Oh, we pulled it again! Yes! We pulled another one! I was really hoping to pull a second one of these. That's definitely going to the top, and I think today's pack is gonna probably be going to Modern. Or not Modern, Foundations, sorry. Quilled Great Worm is an insanely cool card. and it's going to make the next deck I'm building really powerful for sure. So I am ecstatic about that. We got a Quake Strider Ceratops as our shiny. A 12/8 for 6 isn't terrible. And a Bloodfell Caves. When it enters, you gain a life. Enters tapped. That is pretty solid. So these won't count for any points, which there's only one card down there. So I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure Strixhaven's going to lose this one today. But we'll see what we can do. Come on, Strix boys. Show me your crazy noise. What in the world is this? Oh, Magic Minigame. Dominarios. It's an interesting side thing. Alright. We got an art card. Pretty solid art. Not a signature one, unfortunately, but still pretty. We got a Plains. Plains is useful. We got an Introduction to Prophecy. Scry 2, then draw a card. It's a lesson. Okay. I mean, for 3 it's not great, but it's a good card, for sure. Biomathematician. When it enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put a +1/+1 counter on each fractal you control. That's pretty good if you're playing fractals. Ooh, Leyline of Invocation. Oh no, Leyline Invocation. I misunderstood the card. Sorry. Create a 0/0 green. Put X1, where X is the number of lands you control. Nice. Now that is a good card. For 6, it's a little expensive, but it's a good card. Eureka Moment. Apparently that card started in this set. It's one of the ones I'm not super fond of because it costs a little bit, but it's still pretty useful. I'll put it in the middle. Vortex Runner. As long as you control 8 or more lands, Vortex Runner gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. It's not terrible, but yeah. Ooh, we got another land. Archway Commons. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice unless you pay 1. Add 1 mana of any color. Nice. Field Trip. Search your library for a basic force, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle, and then you get to learn. Which doesn't work in Commander. So that will go there. Golden Ratio. Draw a card for each different power among creatures you control. That's pretty good. For 3, that's pretty freaking amazing. Ooh, we got our first legendary. And it's an orange rarity. Nice. Alright. Hofri Ghostforge. Spirits you control get +1/+1 and have trample and haste. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a spirit in addition to its other types, and it has, when this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exile card to your graveyard. Holy crap! That might be the card of the day. Strixhaven might have just pulled this thing out of its hat. I mean, there is a healthy stack here, but damn! That is a commander card for sure. That is really cool. I might have to build a red-white deck around that. Either that or I have to add it to my one and only red-white deck that I really like. Anyways, ooh, look at the counter spell. Look at the fancy artwork on that one. And big play. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains reach until end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. I mean, for 3, that's pretty good. Or for 2, that's pretty good, sorry. Alright. Well, round one was quite surprising to me. Just going on card count, there's 8 there versus 6 here. But if we're looking at strictly what is the best card in each pack, I'd have to say without a doubt, on this side, I would say it's the Quill Great Worm. Trample, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage during your turn, put that many +1/+1 counters on it, but it has to survive the combat. And then you may cast this card from your graveyard by removing 6 counters from among creatures you control in addition to paying its other costs, which is pretty amazing. But this guy over here is essentially the deck that I'm currently building, which is this, but it's like a better version of it because it gives all those creatures +1/+1. It doesn't turn them into enchantments, it turns them back into creatures, and it makes them spirits, so they get trample and haste in addition to that. That is pretty badass. Alright, well, I'm going to have to say that this round I think is a tie, to be honest. I mean, the backup card, if we go to backup cards, I would say the bird is definitely the best from this pack. And from this one, it's probably got to be the counter spell, which is not nearly as impressive as the bird. The bird is pretty cool. But I'm still going to call it a tie. Strixhaven doesn't have anything in the basement. Arguably every card in there is useful. So, unless you can't play lessons, which I'm not really sure if that's against the rules or not. I think you can still put lessons into commander decks. Anyways, I've determined that this round will be a tie. Tune in to the next round and we'll see which pack can take the lead in this competition. Alright, 1 point each. Have a good day, guys. Much love to you all. From me to you. Take care and